I faked being rich for 48 hours and accidentally got invited to a millionaire's wedding. This is a two-part story, and this is the second part. But suddenly people started looking at me differently, whispering, watching. A few minutes later, two men approached me. They asked if we could speak privately. At that point, I was convinced I was about to get thrown out. Instead, they brought me into a side room. One of them closed the door, then asked me a question that made no sense. "How long have you known Daniel?" I said. "Who?" The room went silent. Apparently they thought I was someone else. Not just anyone, a wealthy investor they had been expecting all weekend. The vague answers, the expensive car, the hotel, the watch, everything accidentally matched the description of a real guy, and somehow everyone had assumed I was him. At that point, I confessed everything: the rented car, the borrowed watch, all of it. I expected them to be furious. Instead, they started laughing, like genuinely laughing. Turns out the real investor had cancelled at the last minute, and half the wedding guests had spent 2 days trying to impress me because they thought I was him. But here's the part that still messes with me. The woman I met at the hotel, she heard the entire confession. Every word. I figured she'd disappear immediately. Instead, she walked over afterward and said, "So, if you're not rich, who are you really?" We ended up talking for hours, no lies, no pretending, nothing, and for the first time all weekend, I actually relaxed. We've been seeing each other ever since, but last week she admitted something that completely changed how I see the whole story. She looked at me and said, "You know, I knew you were lying from the first conversation, right?" Apparently she figured it out within 10 minutes. She just wanted to see how long I'd keep the act going. Now I'm wondering, was I running the scam that weekend, or was I the one getting played the entire time?